Hey, this is Phil from Race City Retro, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. Woo, I got a good one for you guys today. Now, we've done a bunch of these model car catalog reviews, and you guys seem to love them. I love getting the comments. Everybody likes them. People share them. We've gotten a lot of subscribers out of these books, so I'm just going to keep doing them. But the one I got for you today, I'll guarantee you watch it to the end, it's going to blow you away because this catalog has everything in it. Everything. All kinds of cool stuff. You wouldn't know by looking at the cover. It's pretty boring. MPC 1981. But let me tell you, if there was an Academy Awards for model car catalogs, this thing would win it all. Best actor, best pictures, best... It's got, you name it, it's in there. It's got funny cars. It's got Corvettes, big scale vans, it's got muscle cars, everything, and best of all, it's got the Dukes of Hazzard stuff. Some of the most valuable snap kits ever produced were out of the Dukes of Hazzard line. They bring astronomical numbers, some of these really rare snap kits. And in 1981, man, MPC, never mind the Dukes of Hazzard, their snap kit selection was insane. There are so many kits in this catalog that I never remember seeing, and I have an excellent memory when it comes to models. I built a ton of them from when I was a kid. I'm building 50 years now, and I'm an artist, so I always appreciate the box cover art. But a lot of stuff in this catalog I've never seen before. They have a line of like square body Chevy town trucks. You'll see. You tell me. Put it in the comments if you've seen any of this stuff when I point out at stuff that I remember seeing it on the shelves. But let me tell you, in 1981, MPC had their stuff together because I always loved their models because it's what you saw on the street as a kid with the high back, big tires, that stance, the Kragers, the slots of this, the flames. And it's what you saw in all the magazines. I used to eat car magazines when I was a kid. I'd eat them up. I'd cover to cover, read it again, cover to cover, cover to cover. The cars in MPC were offering the models emulated exactly what you saw on the pages of Hot Rod, Popular Hot Rod, and Carcraft. They really had their stuff together in 81 MPC. And let me shut up. Take a look at this. MPC 1981 Model Car Catalog Review. Okay, here we go. Let's dig into MPC 1981. And I'm going to do this catalog in order, page for page. They kind of jump around a little, you're going to see, but it's still cool. It keeps it exciting. It's not so boring. The first page, they're showing the 1/25th scale street machines. Up top there, the Rock and Roller 57 Chevy, which is the Spirit of 57 kit. This is the second issue of it. It did go on to lose the back tires. I remember getting this kit with much smaller back tires later on. And next to that, you have the Squad Rod, which was just reissued. Under that, the Classic GTO, which I believe is 7172. The White Lightning 69 Firebird Trans Am with T-tops. Pretty cool. This one I do not remember. The Outcast. It looks like a T-bucket type, what do they call that? A C-cab, I believe, with a supercharged engine in it. Don't remember that kit, do you? And on the bottom, the MPC Blackbird, which was, you know, a Bandit type car without calling it a Smokey and the Bandit. That's been reissued as well. Next page, more 1/25th scale street machines, and I love this kit, the Supercharger. Under that, strange one, I don't remember that. The Ford Mark V, I guess that is, or Mark IV. I don't know my Roman numerals that well. The Force 440, I love that kit. The Monaco with all the goodies, lots of good equipment and add-ons came with that kit. Next to that, the Anniversary Firebird. The Longshot Monza, which I don't believe is the one they just reissued. I'm pretty sure that was an AMT kit, but it may have been that kit. And next to that, the Midnight Mustang. I do remember that kit. It's a tubbed Pro Street kit. Still with the 1/25th scale street machines. This kit I loved. I still have a couple of them new in the box to this day. the Twister Vega. It's a Pro Street Vega, kind of like a takeoff. It's probably something to do with the old Jenkins kit. Under that, you have the Indy Pace Car Firebird in white. Then to the right, Snakebite Mustang, Omni 024, the SS Lasher. That kit was just reissued, but I love that picture of it. It's an actual built-up, whereas the box, I believe, just shows artwork. And under that, the Night Prowler, really bizarre-looking wide-body Camaro. Next page, more of my favorites, the Hemi Cuda. But if I'm not mistaken, that kit was like a 72, 73 Cuda with the round taillights in it. Below that, you have the Smoky CB Chaser. They called it a Duster on the box, but it was a Dart Sport in the real world. Next to that, the Silver Bullet wide body Dodge Omni. Under that, the Flip Out, which is actually just the old Stonewoods and Cook Mustang Gasser kit, it looks like, with some really wide back tires. It looks awesome. To the right of that, the Turbo Z28, which that could be a great kit for like a Yenko Z28 build if somebody offers the decals. And under that, the Super Z. That's a good looking kit with a racer net on the window. And on the bottom, the Boss Mustang. Look at the hood scoop on that thing. And that kit, you could actually spot that kit along with a bunch of these in my Kmart video. You have to check out my Shopping the Aisles, the model car aisles of Kmart in 1982 video. You will see a lot of these MPC kits on the shelf back in 1982. Next up, the Drag Racers. And these kits were just generic kits. Great kits. I built a couple of these. They weren't any professional drivers or whatever, but just still great kits. You had Corvettes with these kits as well as the Firebirds and Trans Ams. You have the Firefighter Corvette kit, the Nitro Vet funny car. Below that, the Blue Streak and the Brute Force, which was actually John Force's name on his early cars. Below that, the Black Belt Trans Am. And on the bottom there, the Burnout Bird, which is actually doing a fire burnout. Who knows who invented the fire burnout? I do. If you do, put it in the comments below. Let's see if everybody knows who gets credit for inventing the fire burnout. Now we have the 1/25th scale Corvettes, and MPC had some amazing Corvettes. The Night Stalker, which that kit I believe has been reissued. The Glass Pack, which is the Malco Corvette, which they also show as the 57 Flip Nose a little further down. The Voodoo Vet. The Velvet Vet. Man, they had all the V-Vet names locked up. The Indy Pace Car Vet. Under that, you have the Street Fever Corvette, the Spoiler Vet, and the 25th Anniversary Vet. I'm wondering why they called them all Vets, if it had anything to do with licensing, that they didn't have to pay GM for the word Corvette, if they just used Vet, or if it was just a sign of the times where they felt that all the young kids would call it a Vet. All right, man, let's get dirty with the 1/25th scale off-roaders. Look at this page. These trucks are making me drool. The Nighthawk Jeep. The Mountain Goat next to that. Oh, man, look at the tires. White wheels. Beautiful. Under that, the Scavenger tow truck. I believe that's a Datsun kit. Under that, the Golden Hawk Jeep. The Trailblazer Jeep. And on the bottom, I believe that's a Datsun, the Freedom Rider. Good looking trucks from the early 80s. Awesome job, MPC. Next page, we're on to the 1/25th scale mini pickups. The Rising Sun, now that kit has been reissued. The Hot Tub 53 Ford F1 or F100. Under that, the Espresso, which I do not remember that kit. The one to the right of it, the California Sunshine, that kit I do, and you will see that kit in the Kmart video. Next to that, the Dodge D50. Actually, I'm sorry, under that, I do remember that. The Night Moves El Camino and the Branding Iron El Camino. I don't remember either one of those. Do you remember building those or seeing them on the shelves? very similar to the Monogram El Camino, same year, I believe. But I don't remember those two versions, the Night Moves and the Branding Iron. If you do, if you built those, put it in the comment. More trucks. Man, if you love trucks, MPC had trucks galore. Starting off with the Warlock, which that kit they just brought back, and I'm so glad they did. Look underneath that, the Super Dually, which was a step-size Chevy truck with dual rear wheels. And then under that, you have the Rolling Thunder, another Chevy with a sleeper cab. I don't remember that kit. The Little Red Express, which was the sister kit to the Warlock. The Mule Skinner, that kit, I do remember. I built that kit. And under that, the Saddle Tramp, which is a Ford Bronco. That is an awesome kit with the hardtop off in the back. The Sod Buster, which was another Chevy step-side kit. And then on the bottom, you have the Thunder's Truck, which was a Dodge kit. That's a pretty cool kit. Kind of looks like tractor pull type builds, or, you know, getting into the monster truck scene. All right, now they're switching it over to 1/25th scale vans and sports cars. Unusual combination. And this page really threw me for a loop on a bunch of these kits. The Ridge Runner Ford Bronco, that's a sharp kit. I love that. The Ford Off-Road Van. The Gold Rush looks like a Ram, like a Dodge van. Extended length with a wide body. Crazy. The Wanted Van, that kit I remember. I built that kit. The Ford Bronco, that's a great looking kit too with the graphics. Next to that, another Ram van, which was a Dodge van. Next to that, you have the Ford, the Jukebox Ford van. Now, these sports cars, man, I don't remember any of these kits. They were all 1/25th scale. Maserati Bora, the Ferrari Rainbow. That car to me looks like something built out of Legos. To the right of that, the Lamborghini Countach. Under that, the Ferrari Boxer, the Ferrari 512. That's like a Magnum PI type. Or I think his was maybe a 308. Next to that, the Lamborghini Miura. You guys build any of those exotics? I don't know if just my hobby shops didn't stock them, but I don't remember seeing those kits back in the day. Okay, this next page, these were kind of sneaky, these kits. They weren't 1/16, 1/18, they were 1/20th scale, which was naturally bigger than your regular stuff, but not as big as the bigger kits. But I don't know why MPC did this. I guess it was just to make something, you know, maybe easier to build, the bigger the scales usually are. The Sabre Vet, once again with that vet word. The Turbo Vet. The Stinger Vet. And then on the bottom, this kit, I've never seen, the McLaren MK8D. And that was a 1/20 scale. That looks like a great kit. I would love to build that kit right now. Anybody ever build that kit or see that kit? Continuing on the 1/20 scale vans. Look at these, man. The Hijacker 4x4 Ford Vintage Econoline van. Awesome. Look at the graphics on that. We need that kit back today. Below that, the Police Tactical Force with the double stack side pipes, the Hurricane wheels, and the jail cell in the back. Awesome. That's called the Slammer. Under that, the Shock Treatment. That kit I did have. I do remember building that kit back then. And then on the bottom, the Wizard. That's pretty slick too. Look at the headlights too, man. It's got shades of National Lampoon's Vacation written all over it. Okay, now we're going to get into the 1/32nd scale snap kits, and MPC had an amazing selection of snaps. And people have said that around the early 80s, they felt that model building was dying off because BMX and video games and stuff were taking over. So they wanted to get the younger audience back in it. And that's why a lot of these companies had a ton of snap kits to get kids started on model building. And on this page, you have up top the Cop Rod, which looks like a 34 Ford sedan delivery. Under that, the Rescue Dodge van, complete with zoomies. That's one quick ambulance. Below that, the Super Saver Paramedic, which looks like an older custom body style they reused for a paramedic type snap. And this one I love, the Trail Patrol, which is a Chevy square body step side. Continuing with the snaps, you have the Crazy Horse Mustang, which was a T-top 4i Mustang. That's a good looking kit. Under that, you have the Golden Eagle Jeep CJ with great graphics. It's got the Eagle hood graphic on it. Below that, you got the Drag Vet. And then under that, across the board, you have the Mustang Cobra, the Jeep Renegade with top up, and the Highway Patrol Trans Am. Another page of even more snap kits. You can see they were trying to capture this younger audience. Starting off with the Blackbird with an unusual silver interior and a black Trans Am. I don't think that was ever available from the factory. Under there you have a Stingray Corvette, the Trans Am T-top. Next to that, 63 Corvette split window. Then you see the introduction to the Empire Strikes Back kits here. The Darth Vader van, the Luke Skywalker van, and the Star Wars van where they turned the bubble into the CP-30. Oh no, that's R2-D2. I'm sorry. It's right on the door. The R2-D2 head is the bubble on the van. Pretty slick. Now, these next snaps, the Dukes of Hazzard snaps, are some of the hardest Dukes kits to find. They'll bring some big money, these kits, if you have them in a mint sealed box. The first one is Duke's Digger. That's that 34 Ford sedan delivery. Love the back. The Hazard County Hot Rod Association. That's pretty slick. And then under that, you have Boss Hogg's Hauler, which looks like a Dodge van with Boss Hogg on the side. Next to that, Cooter's Cruiser, which looks like Cooter's shop truck. Under that, they go into the 1/25th scale snaps, which these, I still have a bunch today. The Paddy Wagon, which is the Willys Gasser straight axle. Under that, the Police Patrol Mercury 49 Merc. To the right of that, the Rescue Van Chevy Blazer square body. And then to the right of that, you have the Fire Chief. All these kits, too, can be seen in the Kmart video. Now, these next two pages struck me as quite bizarre because I can't even picture a box cover for any of these kits in my head, but I love them. You got a square body Chevy, the heavy hauler dump truck, and by the looks of that handle, it looks like it actually works. I see a swinging tailgate on that kit as well, and this was a snap to this kit, which is pretty cool. They're calling these the Action Snaps. On the next page, same thing, Chevy square body, and this is a fire truck they're calling the Smoke Detector. Awesome looking kit. Next to that, actually, I'm sorry, under that, you have the Road Wrecker, which is a tow truck, a Chevy square body tow truck. Then on the bottom, you have a plow truck, the Push-In Pickup. And the one thing that's unusual, I love all four of these, the Action Snaps kits, but they don't tell you the scale. If you read, I read all the descriptions to see if these were 1/25th scale. It doesn't mention anywhere what the scale is. Did anyone build any of these kits on these two pages I just showed? Please, tell me I'm not nuts. You had one of these kits. Just make mention of it in the comments below. Thank you. Okay, on these, I need some help from the audience here, and I spoke to a couple model building buddies about these, and no one can remember exactly what the fast 111s or 111s were all about. It says one-of-a-kind license plates. If you read the description, it says that they gave you license plates in the kit. So a license plate, I'm sorry, is that for like your bicycle or something that size? It shows this huge license plate. Anybody remember what the deal was with these kits, or was it a decal for the model itself? I don't know. It's strange that they tell you that, but they don't show a sample. If they did give a big license plate in the kit, why not show a picture? So did you build one? Did you know anybody that built one? What's the deal with the license plates? Why were they making such a big deal of the license plates? Other than that, they look like just a cool bunch of clean, simple snaps. These look like great starter kits, and you got funny cars and racers and trucks, and you got a sand buggy, dune buggy, rail buggy, whatever you want to call it. But great selection of the fast 111s. But what was the license plate thing all about? It says a license plate included in each box. Okay, so earlier we had showed the 120 kits, 120th scale. Now MPC's got 1/16th scale kits. And these kits were very impressive, very detailed kits for MPC, who wasn't really a stock builder type kit. Most of their stuff was hot rods. This first kit, though, I don't know if you catch it like I do. It almost looks like there's Corvette wheels on this Cobra. They look like the later wheels. They don't look like slots. Maybe they're supposed to be like racer, like a NASCAR type wheel, but not an original Cobra wheel, but still a beautiful kit. 1/16 scale, blue 427 Cobra. Actually, yes, it is a 427. I'm sorry. It doesn't show any emblems on the model, and it doesn't show a shot of the engine, but that was a big 1/16 scale kit. Next page, late 70s, early 80s, black Trans Ams were hot. Thank you, Burt Reynolds and Smokey and the Bandit. The Turbo Blackbird with a turbocharged engine in it. That was pretty cool with a T-top. And I like the windshield script decal. Quite unusual. That was kind of like a pace car type decal. I wonder why they included it with that kit. Under that, man, the Street Charger, one of my favorites. They brought it back like once. I wish they'd bring it back for good. That is a great, great kit. Built it when it was new, built it again years later. Amazing kit. And then under that, you have the Silver Anniversary, the 10th Anniversary Firebird, T-top car, silver interior. Really, really cool stuff from MPC. And these are all big scale cars. So these are the 1/16 scale. And yet even more 1/16 scale cars. MPC really had an amazing selection of kits in 1981. This catalog is just chock full. I'm almost tired doing this video. There was so much to show you guys, but here we go again. 57 Corvette. Beautiful, and it comes with steerable front wheels. That's a nice feature on that particular kit. Below that, you have the Corvette Indy Pace car, the black and silver. And then on the bottom, there you go, the original Corvette Stingray, 63 split window Corvette. And all of these are in the big scale, the 1/16 scale. Great, great kits. All right, to close this show, you bring your superstar in, and MPC did the same. Back of the catalog, the last page. Here we go with the all-new Dukes of Hazzard kits. The 1/25th scale, General Lee. You had Daisy's Dixie Jeep, which for some reason they didn't say Dixie. It says Daisy on the hood of that, the promotional picture. You had Cooter's tow truck, the Chevy tow truck Wrecker. And then you had the big scale, 1/16 General Lee. What a favorite kit of mine that was. That was a great, great kit. Hemi powered, amazing kit, like a stock car kit with the suspension, dual shocks in it. It's a great build. If you've never built it, they reissued it just a few years ago. You could still find them out there. Get yourself one and build it. It's a great, great kit to build. Man, do I miss the Dukes of Hazzard. I wish they'd put that show back on TV. But a great, great catalog from MPC. I am tired, man. This catalog had a lot of great stuff in it. Did you dig it or did you dig it? If you're still watching, you probably got a smile from ear to ear just like I do. That was some cool stuff. And especially, I love the way they finished the catalog with the Dukes of Hazzard stuff, because it was probably snuck in last minute, because you got to realize Dukes of Hazzard started what, 79, 80? So the merchandising probably started for 81. So it was probably a last minute deal. Why wouldn't you put your Duke stuff in the beginning of the catalog? They probably set up the whole catalog and then said, we got to get these Dukes cars and then these babies are going to sell. And they stuck it in the back of the book. That's why it ends with the Dukes, because it was probably like a late edition. Good stuff. Hey, this is the part where I beg for likes and subscribers, because without it, YouTube doesn't like me. They don't show my stuff to other people. So please, just click subscribe. It's free. I'm sure you've heard that with every single video you watch. I'm getting tired of asking for likes and subscribers. It should be I think YouTube makes it a little too hard to find that subscribe button. They should make it a little bigger and easier, like maybe in the middle of the video. You like this guy? Poof, subscribe. Shouldn't be called subscribe either. People right away think it's going to cost them money. It should just be called follow, just like you do on Facebook and Instagram, which we're on both, Race City Retro. Also, check out our website, support the channel, racecityretro.com, our web store. Over 100 retro automotive t-shirts, truckers hats, hoodies, signs, license plates, rally numbers, 1,000+ items total. You cannot go to my website and not buy something. There's that much cool car stuff on there. Check it out, our web store, racecityretro.com. Subscribe to us for future model car and regular car. I don't just build models, I build the big cars too. I got some cool stuff going on. If you check out all my other videos, we're getting close to 100 videos now. So I keep cranking them out, but I do a lot of model car stuff. So if you dig models, man, give us a like, give us a subscribe, share it, talk the video up, help me out. Tells the algorithm that people like my stuff, it pushes it out to more people. That's why everybody asks you to like and subscribe. Take care, guys. Get over to that model car bench, man, and build something cool.